Welcome in, welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice, and this ain't nothing about crypto. This is just me venting right now. I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want your opinion. And I'm not going to say 1000% that I'm correct or not. Actually, I'm not even stating that I'm correct or not. I just want to ask a question. I just want to show you some pictures, and then I want you to tell me what you think, basically. So, they want to say that the sun and the moon are on one side and the other side and blah, blah, blah. But I'm curious. The moon is a rock, right? The rock should not give off reflection. I never seen a rock give off reflection. So the moon is supposedly a rock, right? A cold rock with no type of sun coming from it, like no light. So let me see. Hold on. Anyway. Let me just show you the pictures. I'm over here just babbling. Okay. So this is where I am. Daylight everywhere. And there you see the moon. See the moon here? There's the moon. Okay? It's not even that bright as you look over here. Then, as the sun sets, the moon illuminates. Now, they try to say that the sun shines off the moon, right, to give it that reflection. But if the sun's out here, why isn't the moon giving me that reflection? If the sun's out and the sun is hitting that moon, right? I will show you a video, but the video's on the phone I'm recording from, so I can't do that. And for some reason, my other phone has too much memory and I can't erase nothing off it to make another video. So anyway, this is a waste of time right now talking about that. This I just want to show you. The sun is above in the cloud, in the sky, just like the moon, but yet we're not seeing a freaking glimpse off this rock here. But when the sun goes away, how does the moon light up so bright? How does the moon light up so bright? Watch when I get even close. No, I don't think I can get close because this is a video. Only when I do a photo. But look how bright that moon is with the black sky. And you notice how it gives off an X. Look at that. Look at that shit. Now watch me point. Now see that X, like that glare, right? That's the moon. That's the moon. You see? That's the moon. There's that. There's the sky. There's the moon up there. There's a star. There's a star here. And there's the moon. What is that? It was nuts. The moon just came. Anyway, I was touching the moon. Now let me go to the street light over here. Now, there's another street light up here. And that's pretty close to me. And how far is that moon? For that moon to be blaring that color so bright. And if the sun is underneath us, right? Supposedly the earth is round and it's a globe. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying this is what they say, that it's a globe. And if that is true, that means that the sun would be underneath. The sun just set it over here. So I'd find it really weird that the sun would wrap around the whole earth to come underneath the moon to shine it. That is dead on. And you can fully see a circle. And the weird shit is, How many times has that moon got hit, right? With rocks and asteroids, because it's got craters, right? Obviously, it's got craters because it's probably getting a hit and impact. All these years, how many thousands of years, or how old is Earth, right? Because when God was here, supposedly, God created the moon and the sun. So however old God is, that's how old this moon is. So that moon's been in orbit all this time for, I don't even know. It could be millions of years. But a very, very long time. And you're really going to tell me that that moon is perfectly round? It stood perfectly round like a coin, like a ball, like a light bulb. How the hell does it stay round? A perfect round rock. Isn't that weird? They want us to believe that the moon was just a perfect circle. And it will always remain a perfect circle, no matter how many asteroids or how many pieces of articles in space hit that moon. If you believe there is a space. I'm not saying there is or there's not. I'm just saying, if you believe there is a space out there, then how the hell does this moon stay perfectly circled after getting hit and hit and hit? And isn't it weird also, the eclipse? The sun is raving all these rays. It's a ball of energy, right? But yet it stays perfectly. It's a ball of gas, but for whatever reason, something is holding that gas in a perfect circle. Let the sun go behind the cloud and you look up and you will see a freaking basketball in the sky. Now, what even throws me more nuts is how the moon and the sun, how far they are apart. The sun is like 400,000 times or something larger and farther. But yet, they are exactly in perfect condition. I mean, in perfect, I should say perfect condition for being perfectly round like a coin and in perfect environment. Like, perfect position. That's what I wanted to say. Perfect position, meaning like we see a full total eclipse. Like the moon, which is much smaller than the sun, can actually block out the sun. The moon, again, the moon that is much smaller than the sun can actually block out the sun. Find it really weird. What also I find weird is that, all right, what else I find weird is when we have the eclipse, right, and they go over one another. First of all, how perfectly round shaped they both are, that they can cover each other, that the moon can cover the sun. Being that the moon is closer and smaller, I find it amazing how it can position itself up there and give us a full eclipse. Now, we're just saying that the sun passes in front of, well, I should say the moon passes in front of the sun, which why we get that blackout real quick. But why aren't we seeing the rays? If the sun is that strong, we should be seeing like a mane, right? We should be seeing a mane around that particular coin shape, like rays that's sticking out. You might not be able to see the rays hitting your face, but what about the rays going out? Or is the sun just directly throwing rays in front of it? It's a ball of gas. It should be throwing rays everywhere, in my opinion. But for whatever reason, we don't see any type of light when that happens. I'm just saying, I find it very, very interesting that these things can happen like that. You know, being that the moon has been here for millions of years, but yet it's still maintained to keep a perfect circle shaped like a coin. A ball of gas that will burn your ass, but yet that ball of gas has found a way to keep itself in a perfect round shape. I don't know what to say. All I can say is science is amazing. And I really wish I knew exactly what I lived in and where I lived. Because every day you find out that something you learned in school or something that you learned when you were small is not fully truthful. So all I can say is how much other stuff is not truthful. Now, before you try to say, conspiracy theory, blah, 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 let's say anything about theories or conspiracies. I'm just saying, for instance, they were telling you that weed was the gateway to drug. But yet, 2 weeks ago, I have to look, I don't know if I took a picture. 2 weeks ago, they're saying how weed is creating more jobs than ever before. And right before, back in the days, right, in the 80s and 90s, weed was the devil. Weed was like the worst thing ever. Weed was the gateway to drug. If you did weed, you were going to freaking do everything. You were going to fail. You weren't going to be nothing in life. Right? That's what they were telling everybody in the early, like, 80s and 90s. Then all of a sudden, they legalized it. So if you were telling everybody that weed was the gateway to drugs, why the fuck did you legalize it then? Just to go back to saying, they used to tell us shit back in the days, and who knows how truthful that stuff is, and I'm just sitting here wondering how much more stuff I was told that I need to learn for myself. Okay? Like Santa Claus is a fucking lie. And funny enough, you know that it's a lie when you grow up, but yet you'll still tell your damn kids about Santa Claus. Okay? There is no fucking Santa Claus. That's what I'll be telling my kids. Okay? It's daddy. Daddy's the one that's going to be getting you shit. So fucking act right or you ain't going to get shit. That's it. All this make-believe lying shit, Santa this, that, and the third. Please, if you really want to deep dive, Santa Claus is not even what you think. Has nothing to do with fucking toys or nothing or anything like that. All right? From my other knowledge, Santa, a Santrum or something with an S, you have something in the back of your brain that has fluids that slide down into your spinal cord. Okay? Just like Fat Boy, Christmas Santa slides down the chimney. We have a chimney too in the back. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying, how much shit were we told? And now, decades later, you're finding out that wasn't true. All right? So many people want to believe things, and they'll never see it. That's another video. Anyway, I'm out of here. This was more about the fucking moon. Excuse my language, but this was more about the moon and how does the moon lighting so bright when there is no sun, no energy out here. But when the sun was above in the clouds on the same level as the moon was not shining that bright. Please explain to me in the comments what the hell is going on, because I'm confused.